geography moment. Here is another geography top 10. Einstein said time is relative, but let's face it, our lives seem to be run by time. So let's take a look at what are the top 10 countries with the most time zones. Countries here are ranked by total number of time zones in their country, but also include the time zones of that country's dependent territories. I've already done a video on the number one country, so let's get that one out of the way. France, including its overseas territories, has the most time zones with 13. One other issue. Many countries have daylight savings time, but this list does not include that information. I have included a list for each country's time zones by their plus or minus UTC. Now, Coordinated Universal Time, or UTC, is the primary time standard by which the world regulates clocks and time. Let's get to our list. Tied for 10th most is Brazil and Mexico, each coming in with 4 time zones. Here is Brazil's 4 listed time zones, and here is Mexico's 4 listed time zones. Tied for 8th place is Denmark and New Zealand. Each of those come in with 5. Here are Denmark's 5 listed time zones, and here are New Zealand's 5 listed time zones. 7th place for most time zones goes to Canada. Canada has 6. And once again, here are Canada's 6 listed time zones. Tied for 4th most time zones is Antarctica, Australia, and the United Kingdom. Each of those come in with 9 time zones. Now, I know Antarctica gets divided up by countries, even though I've already done a video how they're not really supposed to divide it up, but it is divided into 9 time zones, and here are those listed time zones. Australia, here are their 9 listed time zones, and the United Kingdom, here are their 9 listed time zones. All right, let's move on. We now get down to number 2. Tied for 2nd place with most time zones is Russia and the United States. Each of those countries have 11. Here are Russia's 11 time zones, and here are the United States listed time zones. Now, the only thing with the United States I found is this first one that says UTC minus 12. It's Baker Island and Howland Island. I found that that was listed as quote-unquote unofficial, but it still gets counted here. There you have it, another geography top 10. Once again, time seems to run our lives, so I thought it was just interesting to take a quick moment and let's look at time zones. I hope you liked it and maybe even learned a little something from it. But for now, that's your geography moment.
Created using Powtoon.